Close your eyes for a moment and try to remember the year 1980. For some of you, it might feel like a lifetime ago, and for others, it is a cherished memory of a simpler world, where the air smelled of leaded gasoline and the neon signs of local diners promised a full meal for just a handful of change. The world felt smaller then, and in many ways it felt much more affordable. You could walk into a grocery store with a $20 bill and actually walk out with enough bags to fill the trunk of your car. Today, we are taking a deep dive into the food of that era, the forgotten dishes of the classic New York diner, and the staggering reality of how much prices have changed over the last 46 years. If you look at the numbers, it almost feels like a dream. In 1980, a gallon of milk would only cost you about $1.59. You could pick up a loaf of sliced bread for just 55 cents. If you wanted to fire up the grill for a family barbecue, ground beef was sitting at an average of $1.39 per pound. Even a high-end cut like a ribeye steak was only $3.89 a pound. It is a far cry from the prices we see on the digital screens at the supermarket today. But the real shock comes when you think about dining out. In 1980, the average cost to feed a family of 4 at a fast food restaurant was $10. You could get burgers, fries, and drinks for everyone and still have change left over from a $10 bill. Today, that same family of 4 is easily looking at a bill of $60 or more for a quick meal on the go. The heart of American food culture in the 1980s wasn't just found in fast food bags, but at the Formica counters of the neighborhood diner. These were the places that brought neighbors together over steaming plates and friendly conversations. In places like New York, many of these diners were run by hard-working Greek families who had immigrated to the United States. They started as dishwashers, saving every penny until they could buy out the owners and run the show themselves. They brought a work ethic that was legendary, often keeping their doors open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. One of the most iconic concepts from this era was the Blue Plate Special. While the term dates back, it truly thrived in the 80s. It was a meat and 2 vegetables served quickly and cheaply. These meals were designed for a fast-paced urban society. But what exactly were we eating on those blue plates? Think about the hot, open-faced turkey sandwich smothered in gravy. Thick slices of turkey breast would be laid over soft white bread, and then a waterfall of savory turkey gravy would cascade over everything. Or consider the Salisbury Steak. This wasn't just a hamburger patty, it was seasoned ground beef drowned in a rich brown gravy. Then there was the dish affectionately known as S.O.S, or creamed chipped beef on toast. It was salty and satisfying. Not every dish was a heavy hit of protein though. The 80s also gave us the infamous cottage cheese diet plate. And for those who wanted something truly bold, there was liver and onions. Back then, it was ordered by the dozen. These were the flavors of a decade where food didn't have to be Instagrammable. It just had to be filling and affordable. We recently saw a glimpse of these prices again when La Bussola Ristorante decided to celebrate its anniversary. On Monday nights, patrons could order a chicken francese for just $8 or a spaghetti dish for $7. Seeing those prices written down makes you realize how much inflation has eroded the value of our dollar. Why has everything changed so much? It isn't just the food. Labor costs, packaging materials, and transportation have all surged. We have traded that personal connection for the convenience of mobile apps and drive-through windows. As we look back at the grocery charts of 1980, it is easy to feel a sense of loss. It is about the feeling of that era. We might not be able to bring back those prices permanently, but we can certainly hold onto the memories of those flavors. Thank you for joining us on this trip back to 1980. Let us know your favorite diner dish in the comments.